Hello and welcome to round 10 of the NPLW competition. Amy Webster here to bring you the play-by-play as we settle into the first of what will be a double header here at Spencer Park. This afternoon we have two sides who are becoming very familiar with each other, going head-to-head in not only the 2025 Grand Final, but also more recently the 2026 Foundation Cup. That is, of course, Brisbane City taking on current league leaders Gold Coast Knights. Brisbane City with the Cup final bragging rights. Gold Coast Knights currently occupying top spot on the ladder as things stand. All to play for this afternoon, and I would suggest that both sides are chomping at the bit to get stuck into this fixture. Let's take a look at how both sides line up. A few changes for both Dante Sten and Glyn Boyd's side. We'll start with the home team. Keely Richards in goal. Number 5, Jess Dillon. Number 6, Charlie Gibson. Number 8, Aaliyah Davern. Number 9, Jonty Fisher. Number 14, Steph Latham. 16, Mia Green. 17, Marley Danger. 19, Tatum Mazis. 24, Amy Cook. And 25, Anna Hirakawa. That is Brisbane City without Tiani Karaluka, Elise Franco, who's on international duty with Trinidad and Tobago. Ish Nori picking up a knock against Kapalabar, and Sonny Franco does return to the bench. For the visitors, Gold Coast Knights, Emily Clark, familiar face between the sticks for this season. Number 2, Corey Kane. Number 5, Claire Farrington, and captain for today. Number 11, Robin Spilsbury. 19, Hinata Yamaguchi comes back into the starting side. Number 3, Holly Palmer. Number 10, Rika Tano. 16, Iri Takamura. Number 12, Harriet Withers. 17, Bronte Rose. And number 7, popping into the starting lineup, Paige Taylor. That is Gold Coast Knights without their captain, Amy Morland. No Meg McGilligan for this fixture. Zara Boyd in Portugal on international duty, and no Ash Adamson in the starting lineup today, or in the wider squad even, for this fixture. Our officials for this afternoon: Jessica Jensen, supported by Harley Carey and Matthew Stebbins, and fourth official Nicholas McKay. And that is us underway at the sunny Spencer Park. It will be Brisbane City left to right on your screens, wearing that familiar home kit. Gold Coast Knights in their dark away strip with the ball. Catano. So probably the most changes we've seen for these two sides in terms of personnel. A little bit light on the bench for both sides. Plenty of experience in front of us. It's Mia Green with the sleeves rolled up out there at Spencer Park. It looks like a cracker of an afternoon here in Brizzy. Gold Coast Knights, of course, having had a lot of travel. They did have a home fixture in the last round against their neighbours, Gold Coast United. But back on the road this afternoon. This is the third of our weekend fixtures. I'll run you through the other fixtures at some stage this afternoon, but for now, Gold Coast Knights on the attack. Holly Palmer with a lovely square ball across the edge of the 18-yard box, cut out only as far as Yamaguchi, who does find Bronte Rose on the near side. Lovely little ball into feet with Catano. And City forced to clear. Paige Taylor to take. We're in the number 7 this afternoon. Paige Taylor trying to find feet on the edge of the area, but only finds the feet of Marley Danger. Knights do win it back inside City's half. Farrington with the armband in the absence of their usual skipper, Amy Morland, this afternoon. Spilsbury putting a boot through that one and sending it forward for Rose to chase. Nodded away there by Bronte Rose. City in possession. Takamura. Oh, lovely little ball around the corner for Palmer. Palmer looked like she wanted to go for the strike, and it was good pressure from City. Rolling through in the end through to Keely Richards. Tatum Mazis just trying to twist and turn her way out of trouble on that far touchline, and does well to get the ball back to Mia Green. Leah Deverne occupying the central spot in a back three for Dante Sten's side. Palmer. Takamura forced to turn away by Anna Hirakawa. Spilsbury now just trying to feed that one forward. It's with Withers on the right. We know she can whip them into the box, Harriet Withers. All the way through it goes to Bronte Rose. Bronte Rose looked like she had too much time and opted for a pass towards the far corner, and it was an easy clearance in the end for City. Bit of a let off there for the home side. Farrington. Kane with the ball forward. Withers in good space on that far side. Can she keep it in? She does well. Takamura leaves the ball behind and goes down, but does well to recover. No foul, says the referee or the assistant. All the way over again to Rose. Can Rose get a shot off this time? Little look across, squares it into a traffic of blue. Bronte Rose finds Paige Taylor. Knights still come deflected in the end off the back of Catano. And the attack fizzles out. Ball forward from Aliyah Deverne, cut out in the middle. Yamaguchi instantly sending that one forward, and Catano with a left foot strike wide of the mark towards the Frank Pimlet deck. So even Stevens in the head-to-head between these two sides. If we reflect on their matchups since Gold Coast Knights entered the top tier competition. 2 wins apiece and 1 draw are the head-to-head stats. The last 2 fixtures go in the way of Brisbane City, and the same scoreline, just 1-0 for those 2 fixtures. Gold Coast Knights have been on a winning streak since their round 1 defeat to our hosts this afternoon. This is anyone's game, and Anna Hirakara does well to cut that out. Farrington, the former City player, has to put a boot through it and finds Bronte Rose. Little back heel flick on, sees the ball run through to Richards. Keely Richards, head of female goalkeeping at Brisbane City, organised a goalkeeping clinic for the young goalkeepers this week. The presence of Chloe Lincoln, Raw and Matilda's keeper. What an experience for the young keepers at Brisbane City. Charlie Gibson into the starting lineup today, the absence of Karaluka. It will be Charlie Gibson, the former winner of the Sue Monteith Award. She was voted Player of the Year on the Queensland Academy side. Brisbane just trying to play it out to feet. Palmer intercepts. Palmer brought down by Aliyah Davern, and Jessica Jensen instantly awarding the free kick. It is in range for Ricatano. Holly Palmer coming across for a chat with Katana as they get set for this set piece. Keely Richards potentially with a bit of brightness to contend with, but no hat for the keeper this afternoon. See her there shielding her eyes against the sun, and it's now Katana who does play it for Holly Palmer, and she just drags it wide. A little roll across in the end. Through the legs of Yamaguchi. It was an interesting setup there from Knights. Ball to feet, given away in the middle. Yamaguchi firing that one forward. Brisbane City now with a chance to attack. They'll be hoping to keep possession. Played into space there for Tatum Mazis, but the Canadian Spilsbury is first to it. Given away to Marley Danger. And in the end, goes off a Knight's boot and out for a throw. Brisbane City now inside Knight's half. We're hoping to have a crack of their own in the early stages. Steph Latham on the turn. And Farrington does well there just to shield the ball. Clark to come and collect. Bronte Rose forced over the sideline by Jonty Fisher. Gibson. Fisher throwing down the line. And Taylor clearing the lines. It will be another throw for City. Dante Sten in good voice early in this first half, firing the instructions at his side. He wanted them to build on this spell of attack. Catano coming back and does well there to avoid forcing the corner. Catano with the tackle, appeals from the crowd for a free kick, but nothing doing on the pitch. No major appeals from Brisbane City, so Catano can come away with it. She's got space to run on the near side. She's looking for a teammate. Nate Yamaguchi, a little tussle between those two. Knights stay in possession and ref says play on. Lovely switch. Holly Palmer has support on the edge, little roll over. She's got Bronte Rose lurking outside the edge of the area. Holly Palmer surrounded by blue shirts. Spilsbury fires it in. And City just doing all they can to get it out of the box. Palmer again, this time fired in towards Withers. Withers with a chance! Withers! The ball ricochets back and hits Harriet Withers in the face, forcing the referee to bring play to a stop. It was Withers who it nearly fell very nicely for there. She couldn't quite get a clean shot off, and the clearance in the end smashing into Harriet Withers' face. She is back on her feet. Harriet Withers, 8 goals from the 9 games so far, leading the line for the race for the Golden Boot. 13 league goals last year, so she's already storming towards last year's tally. And Withers does have to go off for a little bit of attention, with it being a head knock. Back underway, and Knights instantly winning it back. Takamura with a chance from distance. Straight into the gloves. Richards just using her defenders. Marley Danger dispossessed. 3 Knight shirts around Marley Danger as she had the ball there. Bronte Rose finding her colleague Paige Taylor. Knights coming forward and switching to the right side. Withers back on after that little knock to the head. Spilsbury forging a path forward and just trying to get that one across to the left flank. City do clear. Latham dropping back. Lovely little triangle pass there. Trying to get Johnny Fisher forward. Knights again cutting it out. And turned over for a City throw. Lovely calm turn at the back from Aaliyah Deverne. She's cemented herself into the starting lineup since her switch from Souths. Palmer trying to head that into the path of Catano. Catano trying to force her way through. You see the players just shielding their eyes from the sun, so it's a little bit pesky out there on this Sunday afternoon. As footballers playing in Queensland, I'm sure they're pretty used to it. Solid ball forward from Corey Kane. It's a great ball to find Bronte Rose in the attack. Catano. Catano with the shot, and it's wayward. Body language says it all as it flies out for a goal kick. Keely Richards opting for the short ball. Tatum Mazis. Withers. Takamura with a square ball into the feet of Holly Palmer. Palmer just having a little look, deciding to continue herself. Squares it across to Bronte Rose and just fires that one high and onto the roof of the clubhouse. Good move here from Knights, but again, just that finish letting them down. Hinata Yamaguchi dispossessing in a dangerous spot and cut out there by Charlie Gibson, but Gold Coast Knights are putting the pressure on, attacking from the front. Brisbane City just getting caught on the ball on a couple of occasions in these first 18 or so minutes. Marley Danger finds Latham. Ball forward, no blue shirts in the path, so Corey Kane collects the scraps. Taylor with a lovely little touch inside, gives herself a bit of room to move. Just past Jonty Fisher and Anna Hirakawa. Paige Taylor continues a run, but the ball across from Rose goes loose. Hinata Yamaguchi again coming forward to cause a bit of mayhem in the middle of the park. Gold Coast Knights just trying to pounce on one of these balls, hoping they go straight. Harriet Withers nearly does. City get a boot on it. Palmer now for Knights. Catano. Yuri Takamura. Bit of fluidity to the Gold Coast Knights formation, allowing these players to just roam free. Ball into feet. Catano through to Bronte Rose. Can she get there ahead of Keely Richards? Richards spills it. Bronte Rose wasn't sure what was happening, and Catano cannot capitalise. And cleared away as far as Robin Spilsbury. And Jessica Jensen just bringing play to a stop. Keely Richards it is who has gone down. And the referee instantly calling for some medical attention. It's not too clear what happened there, but she does look to be holding her left elbow. There is plenty of experience waiting on the bench in the position of goalkeeper Julia Duffy. Plenty of NPL appearances. She's a veteran in the game. So Dante Sten will not be too worried to call on her if he has to. At the moment, some concern for Keely Richards. Both sides using this as an opportunity to get some water on board in the heat. Temperatures tipping over the 30 mark here in Brisbane this afternoon, so it'll be pretty tough out there in the height of the weather. Just reflecting on the recent fixtures for these two sides. Last 5 fixtures, Gold Coast Knights on a winning streak. Brisbane City also unbeaten in their last 5. A round 7 draw with Olympic. They only dropped points over the last 5 rounds. The round 9 fixtures, of course, taking place before the Easter break. Tuesday evening, 31st of March. It was a 2-0 win for Brisbane City against Capalaba. Latham and Danger on the score sheet for that fixture. Gold Coast Knights 3-0 winners in their Gold Coast derby. Palmer, McGilligan and Adamson. And it is looking like Keely Richards is okay to continue. Jessica Jensen, Queensland referee, was named the Ian Timms Rookie Referee of the tournament at the recent National Futsal Championships. Plenty of these players familiar with each other, not only from the NPL matchups, but also from the futsal competition. Knights straight back on the attack. Back heel from Takamura, but Tatum Mazis clears the lines. Spilsbury fires it back into Takamura. A little ball forward, cut out by Gibson. Jess Dillon defending there up against Holly Palmer. Holly Palmer does get a chance to turn, but then the ball fired into the path of the Brisbane City defence. Kitano, ball across, finds Yamaguchi, goes well to find Rose. Rose is forced away from the shooting opportunity. Ball in, finds Rose again, and it's Mia Green this time. Just fires that one away and out for a Knights throw. 24 minutes played here at Spencer Park, 0-0 the scoreline remains. Farrington is coming through the back of her former Brisbane City colleague. Ball across from Davern, finds Tatum Mazis. She's trying to just turn away out of trouble, dispossessed by Palmer. Holly Palmer with support. She's got Withers to her right, and that is where she goes. Ball cut out by Charlie Gibson. Corey Kane finds Yamaguchi. Iri Takamura, a little back heel. She goes down under a challenge. Jessica Jensen says it was a fair one. City now trying to come forward. Loose ball cleared by Corey Kane. Ball there given away in a dangerous spot. It's Ricatano. Finds Withers. First time ball from Harriet Withers and into the gloves of Richards it goes. Keely Richards still looking a little sore with that left arm. Just giving her left elbow a little shake as she caught that one. Something for the Brisbane City bench to keep an eye on. Farrington all the way back to Clark, who's come out of her area. Ball forward, nearly running through blue shirts into the path of Withers. To the relief of Keely Richards, it finds its way to the safety of her feet. And Hirakawa, the player, to drop back now. Lovely turn in the middle of the park, firing that one into space, giving her colleague Tatum Mazis a little bit of work to do to chase that one. Work that she is happy to do, chasing that one down and forcing Emily Clark to fire it down to her counterpart, Keely Richards. Keely Richards has started every game so far this season for Brisbane City. Does have the captain armband for the season. Jonty Fisher. Pressure on from Bronte Rose, forced to go back the way she's facing. City not yet with a clear attack on the goal of Gold Coast Knights. They are building from the back. Patient play from Dante Sten's side as they just play out to feet. Withers with the ball down the line to Palmer. Support on her left from Eri Takamura, fired against Mia Green. Withers now finds Palmer again. City defending well, force the attack to fizzle. Spilsbury not managing to keep that one in on the far side. Will be a City throw. Pace of the game pretty steady so far this afternoon. As we near the 30-minute mark. Charlie Gibson with the throw, finds Steph Latham. Latham just holding the ball up, ball down the line, cut out by Knights. Optimistic there for Harriet Withers. She opts to let that one roll through. We've had to find a fair bit extra in the tank to get to that one, I think, Harriet Withers. So settles. Square ball across the back of the defence for Brisbane City. Headed away well, Claire Farrington. Bounces all the way over the top to Eri Takamura. Nice ball forward from Corey Kane. Spilsbury going on a bit of a run now, and Withers just allowing her to pass. First time ball in from Withers. It was Holly Palmer waiting in a dangerous spot. Withers will get it back. Uses Spilsbury a bit again, but cut out well. Charlie Gibson. Gibson does love a run down the wing. We've seen that plenty in the 2025 season. If I remember rightly, in the grand final, she was wreaking havoc down the right side. Charlie Gibson. As things stand, Gold Coast Knights top of the table on 25 points. Brisbane City currently on 21 as the scoreline stands. Eastern Suburbs were held to a draw by Olympic. Kelly Cowles scoring for Olympic. Tegan Riding for Eastern Suburbs. Great result for the newcomers Olympic in their home fixture yesterday afternoon. Catano with a little step over. Ball left to Rose. Palmer topples over in the area, but no foul. Catano through the legs of Amy Cook. Catano finds Takamura. Takamura goes down under the challenge, but again, fair one. It was a great challenge, which is why play was allowed to continue. Anna Hirakara now coming forward. Marley Danger. Tatum Mazis on the left. Jess Dillon. Brisbane City now trying to pull the strings in their home fixture. Steph Latham with the ball left. Charlie Gibson. It's got Amy Cook in the middle. Claire Farrington slices that one away. And out it goes for a corner kick. Brisbane City finding themselves with a bit of space on that left side. Farrington just opting to clear that one without a first touch, so slice that one out and behind. Well, the first corner of the game for Brisbane City. Tatum Mazis coming over to take. 6 goals in her 8 appearances so far this season. One of them being a pearl of a free kick in the Classico. Ball in from Mazis, goes towards the far post. It's Latham that gets ahead on it and nods it behind. Danger averted there for Gold Coast Knights. Steph Latham with a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to her. She'll be looking for a birthday weekend goal, no doubt. We'll have to wait though, as Knights are in possession. Withers trying to take on the defender and putting a bit too much on that one as she nudged it forward. Over it goes for a City goal kick. So I mentioned the 1-1 draw, Olympic versus Eastern Suburbs. The other Saturday fixture was Gold Coast United defeated at home to Lions FC. Goals from Fairbairn, Salisbury and Simonson, giving Lions the 3 points. The South's QAS game has been postponed and rescheduled to take place in May. Withers on the attack. Squares that one across high for Ricatano, and nothing doing there for the attack from Brisbane City. A little scrappy. The City do try and come away with it. With the Souths game being postponed, that gives us one more fixture to look forward to this afternoon. A 4 o'clock kickoff is Sunshine Coast Wanderers taking on Kapalaba. Withers finds Takamura, lets it run across, and Keely Richards does very well to assert her authority and come across to claim. And Knights again just picking the pocket of Brisbane City inside their own area. Holly Palmer shaking Marley Danger off. She runs through and left foot shot through. Does not have anywhere near enough sting in it to trouble the keeper. This was always going to be a tight fixture on paper with both sides. Lots of attacking prowess. Hinata Yamaguchi, beautiful football forward. Paige Taylor with a left foot ball across. And in the end, it rolls all the way across for a goal kick. Paige Taylor, the unlikeliest of targets, occupying the space of Bronte Rose. Taylor coming from that defensive position, finding herself in a great spot, just playing that one across. I think hoping for Harriet Withers to just tuck it home into the back corner. Probably the closest of chances that we've had so far here at Spencer Park. Bronte Rose finds Katano. Katano with a square ball across. Takamura weaving her way through. Gives it back to Katano. Katano with a wide of the target. It was a curling effort in the end from Ri Katano. Just tucked it wide. Knights getting in their groove in the late stages of this first half. Marley Danger, Jonty Fisher. City again just trying to pass their way out of their defensive area. Paige Taylor, a little bit of confidence after that effort, sneaking forward. Iri Takamura, left foot strike. Iri Takamura forcing the save. And it was a cracker of a save from Keely Richards. Katano just picking up that loose ball. And there was plenty of venom in that one from Iri Takamura. Harriet Withers coming across to take. Katano just lurking as the short option. Not too many Knights shirts in the box. She fires that one in towards the back post and all the way over it goes. Wasted corner in the end for Glyn Boyd's side. Mia Green, Marley Danger getting the ball and throw in as it snuck over the sideline here, so it will be a Knights throw. Farrington Finds the feet of Yamaguchi. Spilsbury on that far side, linking up once again. This time with Rose. And Rika Tano finding herself in an offside position. It's the first switch of flanks we've seen there from Withers and Rose so far in this half. It's not an unusual switch we'll see throughout the game from those two. Entering the final 5 of this first half, Eri Takamura finding herself in a similar shooting range and goes again! And straight at the keeper, Keely Richards, who wants to get things underway as quickly as possible. 12 shots so far for Gold Coast Knights, 5 of those on target. Gold Coast Knights so far looking the likeliest to score, but anything can happen in these fixtures. Brisbane City will only need the one opportunity to pounce, no doubt. Palmer under pressure from Anna Hirakawa and does well to get that ball down the line. Bronte Rose will be hoping that one stays in, and it runs out for a throw. Charlie Gibson will take. Tatum Mazis coming back to collect. Farrington for Knights. As the ball finds its way back into their possession. Tano and Spilsbury on that right side, just trying to make a movement forward, but under pressure. 3 blue shirts lurking around Bronte Rose, and she'll settle for the throw. Hinata Yamaguchi moving the ball to the left side. Paige Taylor again finding a way forward, shrugs off the challenge of Marley Danger. Paige Taylor with a shot straight into the back of Katano. Withers just giving the ball away, and City firing that one forward. No blue shirts occupying the space, so Knights with another opportunity to go on the attack. Eri Takamura feeding that one through to Katano. Takamura gets it back. Palmer now driving forward. Rose with the ball in and bounces through to Richards. A little wave of acknowledgement there from Rika Tano. Fisher with the throw. Cut out by Paige Taylor, and Farrington shrugging Amy Cook off the ball fairly though. Been too much for the referee Jessica Jensen to do in terms of behaviour management so far this afternoon. Marley Danger picks up her own loose ball. Green sending that one forward. Gibson challenging Robin Spilsbury. Has picked up that ball forward, and Corey Kane sends that one clear. Palmer clipped there by Tatum Mazis. The Gold Coast Knights free kick. Taken quickly, Eri Takamura. Eri Takamura fires it forward, and all the way through it goes. Fisher. This is back underway. Devon across to Mia Green. We are now into additional time here in the first half at Spencer Park. Only real stoppage, that one for Keely Richards. Little stoppage just before that for Harriet Withers. She took the ball straight into the face, but both players recovering fairly quickly. Catano finds Rose, who stayed on that right side. Palmer. Catano with a lovely ball forward for Withers. Withers on her own up top, skips round the challenge. She's looking for support. Rolls it across, hoping for Takamura, but it's Marley Danger who gets there. Palmer with an effort. Straight into a sea of blue shirts. Palmer again with the left. Brisbane Gold Coast Knights coming, but it goes wide of the mark in the end. There's a few attempts there. Brisbane tried to clear their lines, but Gold Coast Knights managed to get the shot off. It was Palmer, and then it rolled out to Bronte Rose for the left foot effort, wide of the mark. Gold Coast Knights were hoping to sneak a goal just on the edge of half time. Anna Hirakawa does well, skips past the challenge of Catano. Marley Danger dispossessed by Paige Taylor. Taylor does very well, and Taylor manages to keep her side with the ball. Farrington, the former City defender, finds Palmer. And there is the halftime whistle from Jessica Jensen. Nothing to split these two sides. Both sides will be, no doubt, relieved to go in and get some water on board in this hot Brisbane afternoon. We will be back with you very shortly for the second half action in this round 10 fixture.
Excellence. Is it measured in likes, bottom lines, or the impact we make around us? The things we build, the students we inspire, the care we give.
Baby girl.
At CQ University, we recognise all kinds of excellence. We combine contemporary courses with more choices and real support to empower you to create the success that means more to you. Be with CQU.
How do I feel this time? You want to play it off?
Velton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
This is a team in full flight, a player at the peak of their powers. Extraordinary!
Welcome back to this Sunday afternoon coverage here at sunny Spencer Park. 0-0 the scoreline here between our two sides. Hosts Brisbane City welcoming Gold Coast Knights for this fixture. No goals to set them apart so far. 14 shots for Gold Coast Knights to City's 0 in the first half, but none of that matters. It's all about the scoreline at the end of the 90. We are back underway here at Spencer Park. Both sides with a bit of work to do to try and get some clear-cut chances on goal. Some good defending in the first half from Brisbane City. Brisbane City with our first attack. Ball squared across to Steph Latham. Runs into a bit of traffic but does very well to find Tatum Mazis, who forces the clearance there. Sliding clearance from Farrington. Latham runs that one out of play at the clubhouse end. Little back heel from Bronte Rose. Taylor, the intended target for the ball down the flank. Out it goes for a Brisbane City throw. Anna Hirakawa finding Latham. Latham with a lovely first time ball through. And cut out in the end by Knights. Brisbane City, ball across to Mazis. Mazis with a strike and over it goes. Takamura finds Spilsbury. Lovely ball in and the shot over in the end. High over the target. Both sides coming out firing in this second half. Spilsbury with the ball forward. It was over the top of Mia Green, and Holly Palmer with the effort. Anna Hirakawa felled there by Kitano. It'll be a City free kick taken very quickly. Ball fired forward and cleared away. Farrington. Latham. Takamura has to play back the way she's facing. Corey Kane with the ball down the line. Poked over by Harriet Withers. City still with the throw. One change for Brisbane City by the looks of it for the second half. Holly Bonnerts-Ben has entered proceedings. Spilsbury standing up well there Ball given away to Latham by Corey Kane. Latham up against Withers. Latham running again toward that byline. Keeps the ball in, and it's a clearance by Kane, but stays in the area, and Yamaguchi in the end puts a boot through it. City enjoying a spell of possession early in this first half. They were forced to defend a fair bit early in the second half, forced to defend a fair bit in the first. Paige Taylor now coming forward for Knights. Marley Danger does very well to dispossess her, and they end up in a little bit of a tussle. Catano picks up the pieces for Knights, and over she goes. Referee happy to let a lot of this go on. Catano with a ball forward finds Withers on this near side. Withers holding up for support. Takamura. Withers stays onside. And Gibson doing very well in defence there. Latham all the way back in the defensive line. City playing around with it in a dangerous spot there, but they do clear well in the end. And there is Holly Bonner-Spen. Tatum Mazis to chase. It's forced all the way back from Spilsbury. It's a pass back, so Clark has to use the feet, and good pressure there from Brisbane City. Holly Bonner-Spen, another one of those players in the 2026 Queensland Futsal National Championship team. Ball in, and was nearly going over the head of Emily Clark, but in the end the whistle does go. Pretty tricky out there in these bright conditions for these keepers. Did well to get the gloves on it in the end, Emily Clark. Long ball downfield, headed on Takamura. And pressure from Holly Bonner-Spen, who's occupying the position furthest up the field for Brisbane City so far. Under 23. Anna Hirakara finds Latham. Latham with a shot from distance and into the gloves of Clark. It sails. Latham finding herself in a shot with sight of goal. See that she was thinking about that as soon as she got the ball at her boots, Steph Latham. Takamura again winning that ball in the air. Withers using her strength. Spilsbury. Tatum Mazis defending well from the front. Dante Sten speaking after their round 9 game, saying that the team has a game-by-game mentality, so not thinking too far ahead in their schedule of fixtures. Tatum Mazis. Farrington plays strongly. Paige Taylor on the left for Knights finds Palmer. Palmer with a turn and switch. Lovely ball forward for Withers. Can Withers get around Charlie Gibson? She can. Shot off near post into the hands of Keely Richards. Harriet Withers again finding herself in a dangerous spot. Did very well to get the ball around the defender. It was in the end straight at the keeper. Plenty of shots in the first half for Gold Coast Knights. 5 of those finding the target, but saved by the experienced keeper. Anna Hirakawa coming forward now for City. And it was Marley Danger who was trying to get round the back of the defender, but Emily Clark quickest to it. Jonty Fisher, Paige Taylor doing well to win the ball back for Knights. They get the throw. Both sides planning for the future with their youngsters. Both sides with representatives at the Emerging Matildas tournament that is currently underway. Tiani Karaluka absent today for Brisbane City because she is the assistant coach for the Queensland side. So plenty to look forward to as the youngsters emerge through the ranks for these two sides. Both sides very happy to give the youngsters a go. Asha McVeigh having her senior call-up already this season. She's also away with the Emerging Matildas. She is a young keeper for Glyn Boyd's side. Dante Sten with a youngster, Dee Vent, on the bench this season, promoted to the under-23s from the under-17s. So some glimpses of the youngsters already in this competition. Steph Latham now driving forward for City. She's got Tatum Mazis to her left. We know she can score, but the heavy touch allows Farrington to come across and clear. Another good attack there from Brisbane City. Just that first touch from Tatum Mazis brought that one to a halt. And the throw in coming to nothing for the home side. We know that Tatum Mazis likes to score, and we also know that she likes to score at that clubhouse end of the park, where the majority of her home goals have come from. Sten saying that the main thing that Tatum Mazis had to get used to moving from Canberra was the pace of the game here in Queensland, and I would say she's adjusted to that just fine. Spilsbury leaving that one for Withers. Withers finds the feet of Takamura. Yamaguchi, lovely first times. Holly Palmer with a strike. And again, Keely Richards in the way. Good passing football there from Gold Coast Knights. Good awareness of where each player was. City now coming forward. Holly Bonnet-Spen finding Dillon. Latham with the turn. Anna Hirakawa picking up a loose ball. And off Robin Spilsbury and out for a throw. Just ran past the foot of Tatum Mazis, but didn't matter in the end as it ran through to the overlapping Anna Hirakawa. Mia Green coming forward to take the throw. Long throw in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, cleared away. Back in it goes. Farrington with the head, a little bit dangerous in the area, and it rolls across all the way through to Paige Taylor. Rose on the turn. Only 4 substitutes named for Gold Coast Knights today. Dominique Spampignato, Paloma Oliveira, Laura Elliott, and young goalkeeper Samantha Hughes. Yet to make a change the away side. And we are going to see another change here for Brisbane City. It's Tatum Mazis making way. And it will be Sonny Franco to return for Dante Stenside. She's been out recovering from that hamstring injury that she picked up early in the season. So great to see her recovered and back in action. It's a fairly like-for-like change on this left side. Very physical player, Sonny Franco. Withers, the ball in towards the far post. Keeley comes to punch and misses. Does not fall at the feet of a Knights player for a follow-up shot. They do have it here though with Spilsbury. Given away. City come forward. Holly Burnett's Ben with a lovely touch. It's Marley Danger striding forward. She's under pressure. Emily Clark comes out well. City still fighting. Emily Clark scrappy and free kick in the end. Given to Gold Coast Knights. It's Paige Taylor just couldn't quite get on the right side of Marley Danger. Got a little scrappy there in the end, and the free kick was given for the foul on Farrington. Bit of a scare there for the away side. The score remains 0-0. We have crept over the hour mark here at Spencer Park. Sonny Franco, her first touches. And runs the ball out for a throw. Catano. Given away there in a dangerous spot. Marley Danger, can she have a crack? Marley Danger opts to play it through to Holly Burnett's Ben, who's in an offside position. Again, another let-off at the back for Knights. It was uncharacteristically given away there by Catano. Marley Danger in two minds. Opted for the through ball, and Burnett's Ben just in an offside spot. Defending there, Corey Kane. Yamaguchi caught, but play goes on. Knights in possession with Withers. Withers plays it for the throw. Withers firing that one again into a similar area, but Keely Richards happy to let that one go. Does stay in the end. She'll play it short. Aaliyah Davern. Marley Danger seeing plenty of the ball in this second half. Knights dispossess her just over halfway. Farrington just letting that one bounce, but gets the opportunity to clear only as far as Anna Hirakawa. She has it back and goes for the through ball, cut out by Knights. Rikatano with a little touch across for Palmer. Iri Takamura with Withers ahead of her. Too many options ahead, Kitano, so she opts to hold it up and wait for the run of Palmer, then changes direction. Lovely little ball through to Withers, who goes for the strike, and over it goes. There's a lovely ball forward from Takamura. And the turn and shot in the end, over it goes. We're going to see a change here for Knights. It's like Kitano is the player making way. And it's going to be Dominique Spampinato to come on. Taylor. Finds the fresh legs of Spampinato. 1 goal for her already this season in her 7 appearances. Dominique Spampinato does well to hold the ball up there. Fine Yamaguchi fires that one forward for Palmer, who's now occupying this right side. Palmer with a run in, dispossessed there by Gibson. And Gibson able to find feet. Robin Spilsbury in a tussle there with Sonny Franco, and the referee gives the free kick to Knights. A little bit of a hold on the shirt of Spilsbury there from Sonny Franco. Sonny Franco, this will be her 3rd appearance. Does already have 2 yellow cards from her first 2 appearances, so that might give an indication of the physicality of her game. Palmer standing over this one for the visitors. Curling ball headed away by Anna Hirakawa. Takamura goes down under the challenge of Franco, but the referee says play on. Franco again showing that physicality, but Spilsbury having nothing of it. Palmer dealing with a bit of a tough ball there across from Yamaguchi. Does well to find Withers. Withers running into that space as she likes to do. Square across, and just at the near post again is the keeper. And free kick in the end. A little bit of aggression in the area there. Bronte Rose told to cool things down by the referee. Game just heating up a little bit here this afternoon between these 2 sides who are fierce rivals in the competition. Spilsbury. Withers coming across to collect. Yamaguchi gives it back. Withers allowed to pass down the flank, but cut out in the end. Latham given away to Palmer. Gold Coast Knights coming down this right side once again. Withers fires one across. All the way across it goes. Bronte Rose on the chase. Bronte Rose can keep it in on that far side. Finds Takamura. Iri Takamura wins her side of corner. Withers has had a fair few chances to send the ball in from this right flank, so she'll be hoping one of those comes off for her side. For now, though, across she goes for the corner kick. One more fixture to go this afternoon. It will have kicked off Sunshine Coast against Kapalaba. Ball in from Takamura, headed up into the air. Keely Richards comes and pushes that one away. Takamura striding forward, left foot strike, and forces the save down at the near post for Keely Richards. It's an interesting decision there from Keely Richards to push that one away. Could have been, again, a bit of that pesky sunlight, but in the end, the ball fell dead. Rose back on this right side. Gets the ball back, lovely ball to feet, square across, cut out. Yamaguchi doing very well. Finding Spampignato, goes for the left foot strike, over it goes. It's a lovely spell of attack from Gold Coast Knights. Spampignato finding herself in a great spot and just picking that one up lovely on her left. "20 minutes to go in this afternoon fixture. Both sides will be eager indeed for 3 points. Spilsbury. Corey Kane dispossessed. Referee says fairly. Gold Coast Knights having to drop players back, and they do so. City coming forward, ball poked through. Cut out, but they come again here with Marley Danger. Danger squares across to Latham. Latham trying to poke that one through to Franco, and Holly Palmer says, "I'll take that one." Bronte Rose hoping for a lucky bounce, and she gets one. Rose forcing that one forward for Dominic Spampignato to chase. Does well up against Mia Green. Squares it to Rose. Rose feints the shot. Can she get the shot off? Gets it across to Spampignato. And the referee has given the free kick there. Bronte Rose just clipped just outside the D. Marie Catano, of course, has made way. She would have loved a crack from this range. Instead, Yuri Takamura just having a little bit of consultation with Dom Spampignato. Holly Palmer just hovering. Deep in conversation, and a couple of smiles between those two as they plot for this set piece. Keely Richards getting herself organised. 4 in the wall is her choice. And it looks to be Dominic Spampignato standing over it. And it is Spampignato who goes low. And it's saved low by Keely Richards. Through the side of the wall in the end. Now City trying to force their way through. Sonny Franco finds feet with Latham. Latham opting to play safe and go back and build. Gibson. Palmer, she's got Yamaguchi ahead of her, passes it into Danger, finding Anna Hirakawa. A little tussle there from Holly Palmer. Free kick to City. Few pushes and shoves. Dante Sten waving his side forward. Mia Green to send this one into Danger. And headed behind by Farrington. A couple of Magpies in the way, and they have to clear their way out of danger. Brisbane City with the corner, a little bit of wind picking up. Mia Green's come forward for this one, just lurking out on the edge. Just to give Holly Palmer someone to mark. And it's Brisbane City with the ball in. Through everyone it goes, falls for Latham. Taylor comes across and collects. Latham trying to win that one back, but Holly Palmer is the one with the ball at feet. Hinada Yamaguchi finds Dom Spampiniada. Lovely ball forward. Can Withers get onto this one? She can. Withers in a one-on-one. Withers with the shot wide. And it will be a corner. There was a touch on that one as it made its way through. Oh, the decision in the end is an offside. So it wouldn't have mattered after all. So a free kick for Brisbane City. Neither side will be satisfied with just going away with the point. Brisbane City with the one draw on their resume so far this season. 2 draws so far this season, my apologies. Gold Coast Knights so far on a winning run. And Sonny Franco is the one knocked over this time. Corey Kane disagrees. She's saying, what about the other end? Corey Kane could be in a little bit of bother here if she doesn't walk away. Claire Farrington just trying to police this situation and get the message across a little more calmly, perhaps. And Farrington has to be happy with what the referee says there, as Jonty Fisher getting herself set. Harriet Withers, the lone soldier, stood in the way of this one for Clark. Clark giving her instructions. Brisbane City opting to send all of their players wide in the area. 2 hands in the air from Fisher. Fisher with the crack at goal, and Emily Clark does very well to collect, and she's going to get us underway pretty quickly here. And the ball in behind. Gold Coast Knights player going to ground under no challenge. Not really sure what the bother was there for Paige Taylor, but she's gone down on the deck, and Jessica Jensen halting play. Paige Taylor signing late last year from Gannon Uni Golden Knights, potentially just rolling her ankle there. She's back on her feet, walking a little gingerly. And we'll go across. Take the throw. The ball was put out by Brisbane City. Chloe Dale on for Brisbane City. Jess Dillon making way. So Dante Sten just using that pause in play as an opportunity to change things up. Holly Palmer. Ball across for Withers. Withers has got Spampiniado ahead of her in the area. Ball across. Rose couldn't quite get to that one. Paige Taylor, who's made a great recovery, strides forward. Ball into the box, cut out by Fisher, who's back doing her defensive duties. Chloe Dale, the former Lions junior, is the player that's just joined the party here at Spencer Park. Hannah Hirakawa finds Marley Danger. Little touch forward, Steph Latham. Dale, newcomer, fires that one into the back of Palmer. Gibson. Knights pick up that loose ball in the middle. Dom Spampiniano with a heavy touch sees the ball go back into possession of City. Back with Knights it goes with Spilsbury. Spampiniano in space. Can she turn? She fires that one forward into the chest of Gibson at the back. Sonny Franco, who's switched to the right. Sonny Franco is trying to dance her way around Paige Taylor, and Franco does very well, but ball goes all the way through to Corey Kane. Kane fires that one forward. Harriet Withers trying to collect before the byline. She does, but no one there. Spampiniano picking up the pieces, and Spampiniano with the shot. She's appealing for a corner. Will have to settle for defending the goal kick. It's wide of the mark from the number 9. The Colombian forward. Nodded on by Dale. No blue shirts there to collect, so Corey Kane will send that one forward. Charlie finds Chloe Dale. And City have a throw inside the Knights half. Little delay here as we wait for confirmation of this latest change. Laura Elliott on for Knights. Free kick to Knights. The whistle has been heard plenty more in this second half as things just get a little tenser here at Spencer Park. Laura Elliott settled into that spot just on the right side of defence for Glyn Boyd's side. She's pushing forward for this attack. Dominic Spampiniano trying to get it out of her feet. Lovely turn, Spampiniano back onto her left and snuffed out in the end by Hirakawa. Her 5th appearance of the season so far, Laura Elliott. Featured heavily in this Knights side over the years. Nodded forward by Withers, cleared away. A little bit of ping pong football. Corey Kane just sticking a boot through that one. Our home side travel to Capalaba for their round 11 fixture. Gold Coast Knights get a home fixture for round 11 as the Gold Coast derby comes around very quickly down on the coast. Coming away 3-0 winners in the recent round 9 Gold Coast derby. Marley Danger making way for young Dee Vent, promoted to the under-23s. Dante Sten giving the youngsters a chance. He is very keen to support the future of the women's football at Brisbane City. Well, congratulations to Didi Vent getting her first senior call-up, and what a game to get the opportunity. 5 minutes of normal time remain, still at a stalemate between these two sides. We haven't had too much free-flowing football, given the ferocity of both sides, turning over possession to each other as they fight for a clear-cut chance on goal. Inada Yamaguchi coming over to the touchline. Confirmation of whether that is a change, and that is a change. Paloma Oliveira getting her opportunity. Paloma Oliveira, 1 goal in her 7 appearances so far, 4 league goals last season. And that is all of Glenboy's substitutions bar the goalkeeper. Withers. Elliott with the overlap. Elliott fires that one off Charlie Gibson for a corner. Can Gold Coast Knights find a breakthrough in the latter stages of this game? Dominic Spampiniado coming across to give the short option. Harriet Withers, who usually opts to throw these into the box, has done so, headed away. It will be another corner for the away side. Farrington, one of the options in the area. She can score from a header, and it's Corey Kane with the head in the end. Collected by the keeper. Both defenders coming in to give an option. Corey Kane with the header in the end, and Keely Richards collecting cleanly. Brisbane City now with their attack. Spilsbury asking where the free kick was. Withers just not getting that one under control, and City trying to clear down this left side. They do very well to get that one out of traffic. A heavy touch on their part. Sees the ball go to Takamura, goes down holding her shin, but the referee says play on. Paloma Oliveira picks that one up. She's clipped, but the referee gives the advantage. Ball forward for Rose. Got Spampiniado to her right. Rose holding the ball up for Oliveira. Spilsbury. And the ball into the area. Withers just nodding that one down for Spampiniado. Pokes it across for Oliveira. Elliott is square. Goes back for Takamura. Takamura finding Elliott. Withers firing that one across for Rose. Rhodes nods it in. And it is Aaliyah Davern who can clear. Dominic Spampiniado using her strength well. Palmer gets it back and fires that one high. It's going to stay in. Withers watching the bounce. Withers does get an opportunity up against Charlie Gibson. It's going to fall for Elliott. Is Elliott going to fire the shot? She goes across the face of goal, and it'll be a City throw on the far side. That is 90 minutes on the clock. Be a little bit of added time. Gold Coast Knights holding on to the top spot. Brisbane City sitting in third. Emily Clark. Withers just trying to push that one on and wins her side a throw, which Elliott will come across to take. She's going to go for the long throw into space and hope that it falls kindly for a colleague. Paloma Oliveira, the player there, trying to run herself through a couple of blue shirts. Paloma Oliveira does manage to get the cross off. Keela Richards was coming for it, but City opts for the clearance. And Bronte Rose wins her side a throw. Just picking up Sonny Franco on her way by. Palmer. Palmer with a strike from distance, bounces in front of the keeper and allows her the time to collect. Long throw from Keely Richards. Farrington being chased by Franco. Pampiniado hoping that was going to take a lovely little bounce through, but City clear it. Farrington. Rose. Takamura allows it to run across her body. Elliott now with the ball. Gold Coast Knights trying to create something at the death. Lovely little run by there from Elliott. Elliott across the edge of the 6-yard box. Paloma Oliveira in the end with a header, but over it goes for a throw. Pampiniado in the danger zone there as well, but it was Oliveira that it fell to. Uh, 2.5 minutes into added time here at Spencer Park. Nothing to separate the sides. Palmer back to the thrower. Chloe Dale hacking that one up high. Farrington trying to square that one across, and both sides will have to settle for a point here at Spencer Park. Nothing to split them, and that does conclude our action for the women's game here at Spencer Park. 5 p.m. we'll see the Brisbane City men's side taking on Magic United in a double header. Both sides throwing all but the kitchen sink at the end of that fixture, but they will have to settle for sharing the points. If you're still keen for some women's NPL action, Sunshine Coast Wanderers and Capalaba still in action. 36 minutes in, and that game is still 0-0. From me, Amy Webster, I will see you next time here on FQTV.
Hi,